What do you think is reality? In today's important video, I'm going to be talking about what reality is and why you're not able to perceive it correctly and look at it the way it is. What are you losing as a result of not being able to perceive it correctly? And what will you gain? What can you possibly gain when you once master the ability to look at a reality the way it is and how to do that? That's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. So, what do you think when the word reality comes up to you? What comes up to your mind? Now, reality, in order to look at a reality, you don't have to do some sort of yoga in an upside down matter. You don't have to do any of that. Reality is basically what is happening around you, just it is, just the way it is, the way people are, just the way are. And what is not letting you precisely perceive what is happening around you, the reality around you, the people around you, the way it is just your emotions and your feelings and your ideas. So that is what and that is more deeper than you can possibly perceive it right now. You cannot understand it depth by mere words when I say the fact that your emotions are deluding you, that is, and your emotions and your feelings that are a result, you're not able to perceive reality the way it is. You don't understand the fact. You don't understand its depth just by the words. So I have to tell you its depth and how you can train yourself to look at reality the way it is. So in order to look at reality, in order to look at the events around you, and in order to judge it, and in order to perceive it correctly, the first thing that you have to understand is that you are totally insignificant. You're of no value. The world does not give a shit about you. They don't value your existence. They don't do anything of that. They don't have to be. And they don't have to do any of that. So that is pretty harsh and at the same time a pretty liberating fact, because you are totally responsible for yourself. The world does not care about you. There are thousands of people dying on a daily basis, and you could be one of them, and the world won't care about you. So that gives you the freedom to be responsible for your own self and to look out for your own self and to realize the fact that this life is totally a war and you are totally out for yourself, and you have to be out for yourself and to have utter and complete responsibility of each and every action you do and each and every destination you will reach, because by concentrated effort you can do anything. But what I want you to realize is that people who are out there who are telling you that they care for you, they don't. They just care for you because of the value that you can provide them. There is no reason for a person to care for another person just for the fact that they want to care for them. No, no one cares for another person. They care for you, they value you because of the value that you can provide them. Friendship exists because of that fact. When two people befriend each other, it's just because of the fact that the value that they can share with each other. So you have to understand that you have to know that the moment the people that realize around you that you can be of no value to them, that are going to discard you, and that is a pretty liberating fact, because that frees you from the fear of people, from the judgments of people, from the fear that you have created in yourself that people will judge you, people will think bad of you. No, let them think, because that is what they are inevitably going to do. So you have to know you're totally out there for yourself. You have to realize your destination. You have to go out for yourself. No one is going to come to your rescue. And that is a very liberating and a positive fact. Now, let me tell you about one more thing that stops you from looking at reality the way it is. That is your old ideas that you have kept in your mind about things and events and people. Maybe you're one of those people who think people are good, people are generally good, they want good for each other. No, people are not good. Maybe you could be one of those who think all people are evil. No, people are not evil. People are good and evil. The goodness of some people around you should not be the reason for you to trust each and every person on this earth. And the evilness of some people around you should not be the reason for you to be a terrorist. You have to understand that fact. You have to be in the middle. You have to realize that people can be bad and people can be good. And you don't have to trust them. You don't have to hate them. And so you have to go out, and that is what I'm talking about right now, is your ideas. You have to know that most of the ideas, if you're a teenager, most of the ideas that you possess right now are given to you by other people or people around you. So you don't have to believe in those ideas. You have to judge yourself, judge your ideas, judge your emotion. Basically, looking at reality is to just detach yourself from your ideas, from your emotion, and look at things and people from a logical perspective. That is what you're supposed to do. So the second step that you're supposed to do in order to understand reality is to just put aside all those old ideas that have been given to you by people. Go out for yourself, do things, meet people, judge them, and realize your own self. You will realize that the charming front that they are adopting and the first impression they are trying to impose on you, that is not actual, that is not real. They are just out there for themselves. They are just imposing that, and they're just trying to impose that on themselves in order to appear good and to extract the value they can out of you. So yeah, you will inevitably realize that once you get out and do and indulge in all sorts of activities and events. Go out and create your own ideas and then start to believe them. Just put aside all what you have been told by others and don't believe in it. You don't have to believe in it. You have to trust yourself, because of the fact that you're totally responsible for your own self, and there is no one who's going to come for your rescue. So that is one of the reasons that you should not believe in the ideas of those who are older or anyone else. You don't have to believe in anyone else's ideas. You can believe yourself, and you have to believe yourself, and you have to trust yourself, because you're totally alone. So, as I've told you in the beginning, that judging reality is a very deep thing, and you have to judge yourself, how you react in tense situations, how you react when you're happy, how you react when you're sad, how do you react when you're. Let me give you one example, a pretty powerful example that will help you realize the fact that you don't have control over yourself. You don't even have control over your own body. Imagine what happens to you whenever you are in a group, whenever you are in a sports event or a religious ceremony. You get swept into the feeling of the collective crowd around you, of the collective people around you. You forget yourself. You're just swept into the feeling, and that is what you lose connection with reality. You don't see things as they are. You get swept into those emotions, and that is what you have to detach yourself and to look at things as they are, people as they are, not as you want them to be, not as you think they are, but as they are in the real. And that is something that will require intense effort and practice from you, and you have to do this, because what other option do you have to get deluded by your emotions and to just stay in that cave, in that bubble, and to not look at reality the way it is, and to harness the benefits of looking at a reality? Because you will be saved by so many setbacks. You will judge people. You will know when they are trying to deceive you, what is the reason they are trying to be so nice, what value they're going to extract out of you, and what are they going to do after you have provided them one kind of value, have given them something. What will happen afterwards? So you have to know all of it, and that is what will help you throughout your life and save a lot of your efforts and you from a lot of accidents and setbacks, and will help you massively. You have to harness the ability to look at reality and events and people the way they are, not as the way you think, not as the way you believe.